Greetings from light. Whether 2020 seems like a very short year, or whether it seems like a long one, one fact cannot be denied. It has been transformative. Many have permitted the transformation without putting up any fight, but a large number have struggled, resisted, and some have refused to change. We end 2020 with expanded energies, certainly, but not as much expansion as was the potential. The first 6 months brought the largest energies of shift and change, and most responded positively. After September, cosmic energies shifted in order to allow the human race to spearhead its own shift, to be responsible for its own transformation. Though the cosmic energies were present, they took a step back in order to allow the human race to lead this march to evolution. And most things stumbled right back to almost where they had begun. Those who had made commendable shift moved back, returned to many of the past patterns. Fortunately, there have been enough who have not only stood their ground of change, but who continually make the effort every day to transform, to be more conscious, and not return to past patterns, even when the situation seems overwhelming. "2021 could be a roller coaster ride. Although we must say here that the potential of 2021 is a stronger potential for change and transformation. 2020 had inbuilt into it a sweeping energy. It was meant to sweep away the old, the debris, the non-productive, the non-useful. It did its task extremely well, and many dark pockets of dirt not only came to light, but was swept away very effectively. 2021 continues the sweeping, but it has an energy different from 2020. 2021 comes with the energy of anchorage. It brings into the Earth's atmosphere, into the Earth's structure, physical structure, a cosmic light of a vibration that has not been felt on Earth before. This light shall be anchored into the physical structure of the Earth. It is important that this light enter the physical Earth itself and not only its energy matrix. The importance of this is twofold. When the Earth's physical structure anchors this light shall spread instantly into the roots of all plants, vegetation, fruit, trees, shrubs. All of the plant kingdom shall receive this light first. It shall then be received by the mineral kingdom, and the rocks and crystals shall be filled with a completely new energy vibration. This light shall then proceed to the waters of the earth, and the fish, the dolphins, and the whales shall receive this new light. It is important that the dolphins and whales receive this light in full. The reason is, from 2021, the dolphins and whales shall rise to their rightful role as messengers of the cosmic energy on Earth. The whales and dolphins will now play an extremely important role in human evolution. Through their physical structure, through the energies that they emit, and through the sounds that they emit, they shall carry forth messages from cosmic light into the earth. Their messages shall be received by those who are strongly sensitive to energy changes. Through these human empaths, these messages of cosmic light shall transmit to the rest of the human populace. After the fish, the energies shall then move to all those that fly, whether they belong to insect or to the bird kingdom. Birds are very, very important right now for human evolution. They too, like the whales and the dolphins, shall be carriers of cosmic messages. They shall come to your homes, to your properties, to your fields, to your farms, and there they shall sit, maybe just a moment or two, but they shall leave behind a very strong energy imprint. The last to receive this anchoring light shall be the reptile kingdom and the animal kingdom, of which the humans are a part. You might wonder why you shall receive this light last, even though this light is specifically meant for your evolution. There is a reason for this. As the light travels through the plants, through the minerals, through the fish, through the dolphins and the whales, through the birds and the insects, you shall have the time you need to ready yourself for this light. Everyone shall receive this light differently. Some shall welcome it, and others shall continue the resistance. This light shall move into the corporate world as well. Companies shall see a large amount of restructuring and reorganizing. Whilst these changes and shifts are on, you shall be witness to stock market fluctuations that shall leave you feeling anxious if you are strongly invested in the same. Those large corporations that cannot make these shifts shall find that they struggle in order to survive. Small companies, small businesses, independent professionals, independent businessmen should make use of 2021 and its energies in order to rise. It is their time to flourish, to succeed, to make use of the fact that large corporations shall flounder. The larger the corporation, the more difficult it shall be for them to make the changes. One of the most important changes that the corporations will have to make is to become 100% employee-centric. Those corporations that continue to exploit their employees might find that they sadly have to shut their doors. Reorganization and restructuring is extremely important. Whether it be government or corporate, the move now shall be towards a structure where at the head is not one person, but a very large, multi-faceted team that represents all of the community, all of nature. Only those governments, those nations, and those corporations that can make these ships shall succeed without struggle. This restructuring of both the government as well as the corporate sector shall begin in 2021 and will go on for the next 10 to 15 years. By the end of the decade, these corporations, these nations shall have a completely different governing, managing system. They shall redefine their policies. They shall redefine their politics in order to include the smallest man, in order to ensure the safety of the weakest, in order to ensure the upliftment of the most unfortunate. You can well understand now why this kind of complete restructuring would need 10 to 15 years. 2021 shall show you which of these structures shall remain standing and which will have very shaky feet by the end of the year 2021. Of course, all these changes are going to make people feel anxious. Some are going to be very worried. Some shall fall under the burden of anxiety and fear. You have a role to play. For all those who are anxious and filled with fear, for all those who feel lost and confused, let your light shine bright. You are here to listen to this because you have worked very hard in 2020. You have put aside all your old complaints. You have put aside your old whining and cribbing and blaming and frustration and resentment. You have put others first. You have paid attention to your ships. Through it all, through the toughest of times, you have not lost sight that you are here for a purpose. Your soul purpose has taken on an importance for you like never before. And in 2021, your role expands. For this month of December, we ask you to do something that is very different from what we have been asking of you all through 2020. To end the year 2020, we ask you to find a few moments of solitude every single day. It might be just 5 minutes. It might be more. But this solitude has to be complete. No electronic devices, no books, no children, no pets, no friends, no family. Complete solitude every day for as many minutes as you find you can set aside for our purpose. In these minutes of solitude, we ask you to list out every day all that you are grateful to 2020 about. Grateful for its help in your personal life, but more importantly, grateful for its help with the human race. Yes, we are aware that for some of you, this journey through 2020 has been a very rough one. We are aware of your losses. We are aware of what you have left behind. We are aware that some of your loved ones you shall not see again. But through your pain, through your grief, through your struggle, we still ask you to dig deep. Look beyond your pain. Look beyond your grief and dig very deep. 2020 has so much to be thankful for. Why do we ask you to do this task? As you end the year, if you end the year with gratitude, whatever you are grateful for, you shall begin the year with. Spread this word, spread this channeling. Let more and more people end the year with gratitude. Even as tears run down your cheeks, find something to be grateful for. Even as your heart beats in anxiety, find something to be grateful for. Find something to be grateful for in your personal life. But more importantly, so much more importantly, find something to be grateful for your planet, for the human race at large. In 2021, beloved Gaia shall play an even greater role than she did in 2020. She rises up as the goddess that she is. And in 2021, Gaia takes her role as sacred goddess, a sacred goddess energy amongst the cosmic energy of goddesshood. We commend you, the human race, that you encouraged her rise. From 2021, May, from December of 2020, Gaia is sacred goddess, and she now rules her earth as sacred goddess. From December of 2020, Gaia's energy is the spearhead that all the rest of the universe shall follow. Your human evolution, your path of human evolution is known to her. And it is now Gaia that shall determine moment to moment, day to day, and month to month, where you shall go, how you shall proceed, and who shall take on what role. We bow to Gaia's sacred goddesshood. And we ask you to do the same. Acknowledge the rise of Gaia. Now that Gaia has sacred goddesshood, energies of non-compassion, energies of non-unity, energies of non-light, energies of non-love, energies of non-wisdom shall not be able to flourish. They shall try, yes, and what they shall meet with is a collision. They shall collide into the mighty force of Gaia. And that is why 2021 shall feel entirely different to different people. Some will experience this year as magnificent, where manifestation shall be easy, where joy and all that they have longed for shall become theirs. But there shall be those who shall struggle, who will face tremendous conflict, for whom 2021 could be a year of much illness and much strife. If you are one of them, or if you know those who shall face this illness and strife, speak to them of Gaia. Connect them to the energy of Gaia's goddesshood. And we shall now take you through a very simple method of connecting each day to Gaia's sacred goddesshood. Even if your life is free from strife, do not forget to connect to Gaia every day. If your life has strife in it, then you must connect to Gaia every day. It would be best if, for the purpose of this exercise, you would take a small ball of clay, shape it into a goddess form. You don't need to be a great artist in order to do this. Let this creation come from your heart. Take the ball of clay and shape it into the shape of a goddess. For you, this is Gaia, sacred goddess. You can embellish this, you can paint it, but it is not necessary. The clay itself represents the body of the goddess. The energy that you breathe into this clay while shaping the clay is the energy of the goddess. Each day, hold on to that clay goddess for just 2 to 3 minutes of complete connection with the goddess, her body, her energy. A most wondrous exchange of energies shall take place. Your energy gives the clay even more energy as Gaia Goddess. And Gaia Goddess returns that energy to you through the very earth that you walk upon, through the very earth that you plant your flowers and your vegetables and fruits in. You shall receive and you shall give. And you shall find by the end of 2021 that this very simple clay goddess shall take on a divine form that is you. You are the goddess that you shape every day. Through Gaia, your sacred goddess awakens. If you do not wish to make this simple clay goddess, it is fine. Each day, visualize Gaia, sacred goddess. Breathe into her. And receive her breath into you. "2021 shall see a large shift in power and control. 2021 shall also bring to you some very surprising facts. Those truths that have been deeply buried shall come to light in 2021. Of course, it shall not be pleasant for some, but it is important that these truths come to light. When they come to light, the power and control that they carried in their untruth shall also fall by the wayside. Control and power shifts shall be prevalent throughout the year. You do not need to be anxious and fearful unless you actively participate in a non-productive struggle to retain your power and control over others. You shall flourish. Those who empower others, those who are willing to share their power, those who are willing to let go of control, the earth belongs to them now. This for you is 2021. Remember, end it with gratitude. End it with a little solitude every day. This solitude is important. In that solitude, you commune with Gaia, sacred goddess. You breathe her into you, and you breathe your energy into her. However high the roller coaster might take you, and however low it might drop you, remember, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Faith, compassion, charity, hope, love, strength. Walk with these, and you cannot go wrong. Wishing you an empowered 2021. Wishing you easy, struggle-free changes. Wishing you unity and oneness. Wishing you abundance and joy. All of these are potential energies in 2021. Will you make them yours? Or shall you continue to live in struggle, hardship, sickness, untruth, and corruption? What 2021 shall be for you lies in your answer to this question. Greetings from light.